Hello, and welcome to Midweek Meditation. My name is Amy Ward Brimmer, and I am here today to guide us into a few minutes of insight, Vipassana meditation. And I thought I would begin today by sharing a passage from this book, Dhamma Everywhere, by Ashan Tejaniya. Sayadaw U Tejaniya is a Burmese meditation master who has made this process very accessible to a lot of people because his perspective is so clear. And so in this little gem of a book, which is available for a donation, I can share that on the website for those of you who want to know. He asks this question: why are we being mindful when we practice, or anytime? Why are we being mindful? Why are we being mindful or aware? We practice because we want to understand. We wait, observe, and study what is happening in the mind and the body so that we can understand their natures. We are not intentionally trying to make the mind calm or trying to have good sittings, quote unquote, good sittings. We meditate to see what is happening as it is and to have the right attitude regarding what is happening. That is, it is nature and not personal. We need to see nature as nature, to recognize objects as objects, and to know what is to be known. It's really that simple. He goes on to talk a little bit about, if something great arises in practice and we like it, we say it's good or it's going well. Or if the mind seems to be wandering a lot, oh, it's bad. The sitting isn't going well, it's going badly, or I'm not very good at this, or whatever thoughts come up. And those are both greed and aversion, and kind of diluted too, because really, as soon as we start to prefer one experience over the other, we're caught up in wanting, in desire. It's fine. That's going to happen. And Tejaniya says, notice that, see that. That's another object. Oh, here's greed. Here's aversion. Here's doubt, whatever it is. So as we settle in for a brief time of practice now, I'll guide us into awareness through some bodily sensations. And as you're ready, you can expand your awareness out to notice any object as it might arise in the moment, to have a kind of a choiceless awareness once you feel things are very stable in your awareness. So let's begin. I'm going to begin start this with our bell. And let's let that sound be an invitation to turn the attention inward now, with eyes open or closed, whatever is best for you today. Let your attention begin to turn toward the fact that there is a body. There is a body here and now. We'll begin by bringing attention to the sensations in this body, the feeling of sitting, or the many feelings that go along with the idea that you're sitting. So feel the weight of your bottom on the seat you've taken, the base of your torso firmly supported, securely sitting on the seat of the chair or cushion that you're in. And from that weighted, secure base of support, sensing how the spine rises up. The very flexible, multi-jointed S-shaped spine that runs right up through the middle of you, all the way up to in between your ears, where the base of your skull and the weight of your head sits in balance. At the beginning of a sit, it can be very skillful to remember this flexible column of support called the spine that has an upright, supportive nature. And you don't have to do anything to make that happen. It is the nature of your spine to support everything around it. So the head at the top, the upper part of the torso, the ribs, your rib cage, round three-dimensional ribs attached to your spine, your shoulders and arms hanging easily, suspended at the top of your rib cage, shoulder blades in back, draping down your back without effort, your collarbones fanning out wide from the base of the throat all the way across to where they meet the tops of your arms at your shoulder joints. And then the arms at rest somewhere. You feel the way your arms are simply hanging free, resting on your lap, at your sides, on your chair, wherever they might be at rest. Bringing some attention into the middle and lower back, and the solar plexus in front and the abdomen in front. And so the lower half of the torso also connected to this long, flexible spine. Letting your attention rest here in the lower half of the torso. And then feeling again the groin, pelvic floor, tailbone, base of support across the hips. And how is it in your legs and feet? Feeling how they are and knowing how they're positioned without even needing to look. You know, you can feel where your feet are at rest, whether your legs are bent, whether they're tucked under you or simply resting on the floor. Just feeling how it is in the legs and feet now. And then widening the attention to include the body as a whole sitting here. And bringing spacious awareness to the body as you sit. Willing to include whatever sensations might be coming and going, rising and falling in the body. Everything belongs. So willing to feel the itch, the cramp, the flow, the heat or coolness, as well as willing to feel the ease, the release, the relaxation, the support, the balance. Letting the wide open awareness reveal these points of feeling in this field of sensation called the body. starting right at the beginning, simply knowing how it is in your body right now, receiving these points of feeling. In the vast spaciousness of the body, these points of feeling are like stars in the night sky. Little intersections on the inner body map. Allowing open, easy awareness to reveal many sensations. Whatever you're feeling in the body as you sit now, it's nature. It's not personal. You're not making these tinglings and movements and pulsings happen. They're rising and falling. It's nature. Nature expressing itself in and through this vast open field of sensation called the body. You might like to rest your attention on just the specific sensations of breathing. If feeling the breath is a way you found to meditate, then let your attention rest on the breath. Or you might find it easier to stay present and aware by opening the ear door and resting on the sounds that come and go. Sounds in the body, in the room immediately around you, in the outer environment. Or you may be sitting today with lots of thoughts and emotions. And just knowing that you can observe the thinking, allow the emotions without needing to stop or control them. Willing to include. Accepting that everything belongs, moment by moment. You can stay with one specific set of objects, like bodily sensation, or the breath, or sound, or if you prefer, a choiceless awareness, opening to know whatever might be making itself known moment by moment. When the mind wanders, so be it. That happens. In noticing that your mind has wandered off, you are being mindful. It's a mindful moment. So use that mindful awareness to return to the present moment. And begin again. So we'll continue in silence for a few minutes and remembering Ashan Tejanya's advice, instruction, simply knowing moment by moment, object by object. Neither trying to make something happen nor stop something from happening, simply being. So do your best and let that be good enough. Thank you for your practice.